Have you ever felt the weight of silence in a crowded room, where loneliness clings like morning fog, whispering secrets of loss and unspoken bonds? Picture the soft rustle of turning pages in a quiet library, the faint scent of old books mingling with the sharp tang of fresh rain outside, much like those historic diaries from Victorian eras that captured hidden heartaches amid polite society. What if grief forces you to share your solitary world with a stranger who shares your blood, challenging your identity as a lone wanderer? That's the tender ache of episode 1 of Journal with Which, released on January 4, 2026, kicking off this adaptation of Tomoko Yamashita's manga as a slice-of-life journey through unexpected family ties. My initial sense? It's like walking into a dimly lit home after a storm, shadows hiding warmth you didn't expect, hearts stirring with quiet questions, echoing those real-life moments when loss reshapes everything, leaving you curious. Can two broken souls mend each other? The pull is subtle, yet insistent, drawing you to watch and feel the fog lift yourself. Imagine you're Asa, a 15-year-old girl, standing in a funeral hall heavy with whispers like courtrooms in old trials where fates hang in balance, the air thick with unsaid regrets. As a new series, this opener lays the foundation. Asa's parents die in a car crash, thrusting her into the care of her distant Aunt Makio, a novelist who prefers books over people, akin to hermits in ancient tales retreating to mountains for peace. Makio, awkward and isolated, takes Asa home on impulse, sparking clumsy attempts at connection amid everyday mishaps. Cooking fails, silent dinners that hint at deeper pains. It shifts the story from sudden loss to tentative cohabitation, ending on a note that lingers like the unfinished letters in historical romances, full of potential warmth. But what if one small gesture cracks the walls they've built? The uncertainty simmers, inviting you to step in and witness the unfolding yourself. This episode progresses the narrative like a diary entry coming to life, slow, introspective, advancing by showing the raw aftermath of tragedy. Key revelations expose Makio's strained family history. She clashed with her sister, Asa's mom, carrying resentment that colors her guardianship, as detailed in the manga, Volume 1, Chapter 1, where this stems from childhood differences. Twists: Makio's impulsive decision surprises even her, flipping from reluctance to quiet resolve. Pacing is measured, blending somber grief with light awkwardness, balanced like a well-crafted novel's opening. Cliffhanger: a moment of shared vulnerability that promises growth. Now, those cloudy aspects fans debate on Reddit, like in our /animes episode 1 thread, with 271 comments praising keen observation, but questioning Makio's autism-coding manga, chapters 1 to 3, clarifies her social avoidance as neurodivergence-inspired, not coldness. Yamashita draws from real introversion, making her empathy emerge slowly. X posts, like reactions to the overflowing emotions clip, echo this, fans noting it mirrors Natsum's Book of Friends vibes from Studio Shuka. From the prologue-like setup, it's clear, this is about healing through proximity, core truth being that family forms in unexpected quiet. Makio captivates, a 35-year-old recluse scarred by family rifts, like isolated scholars in history burying hurts in ink, motivated by guilt to shelter Asa yet fearing failure. Her choice is surprise, from standoffish to subtly caring, transformative as she confronts her solitude. Consistent, her dialogue stumbles with honesty, revealing growth. Asa, a teen raw with grief, like orphans in fairy tales seeking light, her motivations pure, survive and connect. Surprising, her diary entries expose inner strength, shifting from lost to resilient. Were they transformative? Yes. Bonds hint at mutual saving, leaving you pondering. What hidden pains shape your own walls? Power manifests subtly as emotional walls, like fortified castles in medieval lore guarding fragile hearts, seen in Makio's isolation clashing with Asa's openness, questioning morality and pushing others away. Sacrifice? Makio gives up solitude for duty, survival blending with hope in small acts like shared meals. Despair versus hope plays in grief's fog, echoing real depression's grip. It asks, can loneliness birth belonging? These weave through choices, like a hesitant touch defying distance. New lore enriches. Makio's novelist life, with editor visits and bookish escapes, complicates their home as a sanctuary turned shared space. Manga, Volume 1, ties this to modern Japan's family pressures, adding depth like urban tales blending isolation with connection. Sharp yet poetic, like Hemingway's sparse prose in Lost Generation stories, a plea echoes with raw truth. Impactful, lines foreshadow warmth, resonating like unsolved riddles in mystery novels. Imagine hearing that quiet confession yourself, rain pattering. Wouldn't it stir you to seek the next page? Shuka's art flows soft in quiet moments, colors muted, warm browns for home, cool grays for grief, symbolism in shadows veiling faces during doubts. Movement minimal in talks, stillness amplifying emotion. Not flashy, it's meaningful, mirroring inner stillness like reflections in a pond. Angles linger on distant gaze gazes like OZU films capturing family silences. Compositions frame isolation then closeness, editing rhythms slow like breaths, building tension in pauses, as if you're in the room, feeling the gap shrink. Kensuke Ushio's OST haunts gently. Subtle motifs for memories burn soft, crescendos in revelations warm the soul. Silence? It speaks volumes in awkward dinners, louder than words, evoking the hush of historic confessions. Miyuki Soashiro's Makio trembles with intensity, embodying guarded vulnerability. Fuko Mori's Asa quivers fresh, her timbre like a young soul seeking, standouts that make loneliness feel shared. This episode left me with a gentle sorrow laced with hope, like holding an old letter from a lost friend. Wonder at budding ties, scars from sudden voids. Moments etch, that collision of guarded hearts, a breaking point reshaping solitude like rivers carving canyons in ancient lands. Probes universals. How do we bridge our inner divides? Ever sat in quiet company, echoes stirring, questioning if sharing heals? The weight settles soft, curiosity blooming. Don't you long to watch and find your own bridge? Pacing drifts slow like a meandering stream. Some on Reddit call it quiet, but I reframe it as deliberate, echoing grief's unhurried flow to deepen immersion. Complexity in emotions layers thick, X-fans note subtle neurodivergence, yet turns opacity into thematic mist, hiding revelations. Balanced, direction and heart glow. Minor stillness adds introspection. Thoughtful, not rushed. Journal with which episode 1 shines in emotion, subtlety, and setup, weaknesses like quietude fueling its charm. It succeeds beautifully, crafting a heartfelt entry to family and self. But as pages turn in the rain-soaked night, one whisper remains. What if opening your heart uncovers the family you never knew? Watch it. It's not just a show. It's the first line in your own journal of hidden hopes, inevitable as the next dawn.